Hi everyone, Karen here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's forecast, spiritual insights and guidance for the week of Monday the 31st of December through to Sunday the 6th of January 2019. Wow, can't believe we're moving into 2019 already. The energy around this year feels light, it feels exciting. It feels as though the last few years have been really an accumulation of year after year of stuff coming up to be released, our old programming coming up to be released, the traumas of the past that perhaps we haven't really worked through and released from our energetic field and from our subconscious. And it really feels to me like this is a great opportunity for you to come back to what is your drive. What is it that makes you happy? What is the one wish that you have that you want to achieve for 2019? And so what you can do is, I don't like the word New Year's resolutions. I much prefer the word intentions, and you've heard me say this before. Or even to make a commitment, what is it that you want to make a commitment to yourself for this year? And then when you've got that, write down all of the reasons why. Why is it that you're wanting to do this? How will it serve you? How is it good for you? How is it good for the people around you? And when you really connect into the why of why you want to achieve something, this is when you are at a position where you will actually be more successful in achieving it. Because often we can start out with the best of intentions and then we kind of get caught up in life and we just lose our way. We lose sight of the reason why we wanted to do it. You know, there's many people out there who start something and then they stay with it for many, many years and they become disheartened and they perhaps become jaded and they become tired in what they're doing. And the reason being is because they've lost sight of their why. What was their reason for doing it in the first place? You know, I'll use the example, what's coming to me is of a school teacher. You know, I know they're so overworked. I know they work very, very hard and their workload is incredible. But it's about coming back to why. What is the difference you wanted to make in a child's life? As a healer, you know, or as a meditation teacher, for me, my passion for sharing meditation with people is to provide the space and to just open the door, to give them the key to unlock their own doorway to their own inner peace, their own inner happiness, their own self-awareness and self-connection. Being a healer, you know, what is the drive for being a healer? If you're wanting to help people, why do you want to help people? What is that going to do for you? What is that going to do for the other person? If it's something that you're wanting to do for yourself, then focus your attention on how you would feel if you'd already achieved it. And each week, come back to that. What is it that I'm wanting to achieve? Why am I wanting to achieve it? How is it going to help me? How is it going to help other people? And how is it going to make me feel when I get there? And this is how you can keep yourself on track throughout the whole year. Just have it as part of your weekly practice to just do a check-in. Okay, well, where am I at with this? And you know, sometimes these things might change and it may end up no longer being something that you really want. But what a great way to discover that for yourself. It's okay that we change our focus. It's okay that we change what we feel inspired to do, as long as we always come back to the why of why we're doing it. And it sounds very simple, I know, but there are so many people out there that just never check in with their why. And I know even for myself in the work that I'm doing, in order for me to have the greatest flow, in order for me to have the greatest results, And in order for me to achieve what I'm wanting to achieve, I have to keep coming back to my why. Why do I want to be of service to spirit? Why do I want to be of service to the angelic realm? Why do I want to be a healer, and why do I want to be of service? And my why of being in service is because it brings me so much joy. The moment that I watch somebody's face that's going into meditation for the first time, they may have come in and their brow is furrowed, they've got frown lines, you can feel the tenseness of the energy and the stress around them. And then by the end of the session, their forehead has become smooth, they've unclenched their jaw, and you can see the shift and the change in their face. And the moment that I see that, it lights up my heart. And I sit there and I think, wow, only for a moment I've changed somebody's life, just for a moment. And it's okay if I don't, but that is what brings me joy. As a healer, working with people over a period of time, to see the change in who they were when they arrived to who they are after a period of time, how they cope with life, how their relationships change, how they come into alignment with what it is they want in their life, and they take steps to doing what they love. I can't take credit for any of it because I'm just providing the space. In the moment of healing, that takes place between the client or the person that's coming to me and the universe. In a meditation, I'm just providing the space, and what the magic takes place between that person and themselves. And so my why is about providing space for people to recognize and experience that there is a different way to live life and that they have the skills to do that. So always come back to your why when you're looking at what you want to do for 2019. Also, I hope that you had, obviously, a very Merry Christmas. This is a time where we can accumulate a lot of things. And when I was moving, I know that I shared with you quite some time ago that taking the excess of things that I had and giving them to St. Vinny's or to Red Cross or even to an op shop, it gave me so much joy to know that something that I had appreciated and I had enjoyed was then going to be passed on to somebody else who was less fortunate than myself, that could then appreciate that and have something that they could appreciate. So if you're finding that you have a lot of excess stuff around you at the moment, then perhaps this is a good time, of course, leading into this fresh energy of 2019, to look at what it is that you've had sitting around for a very long time that you haven't used. And is it just a dust collector? I recognize and I appreciate that there are things that we receive that have extreme sentimental and emotional value attached to it. But if they're things that don't, then you could perhaps giving away to other people so that they can experience the joy of having something lovely, and you experience the joy of giving. And this creates a beautiful cycle of energy within the universe. And as you're clearing out the old things from within your home, whether it's your wardrobe or around your house, as you're cleaning that out energetically, this is a great time to do this. Energetically, this is cleaning your slate and leaving you open for new opportunities and new experiences to come into your life in 2019. So I hope that that all serves you well. For Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, snake. Oh, I love divine timing. I just love the way that this works. I will never cease to have excitement and wonder and be surprised by the magic of the universe, because it just makes my heart sing. So this is shedding old skin. So again, perfect timing leading into this new energy of 2019. Shed the old skin. You have been through a deep period of transformation over the last few years, maybe even longer. And you're really being asked to recognize your achievements, recognize the personal and spiritual growth that you have undergone, and to acknowledge your own transformation. When the snake is shedding the skin, yes, it is releasing the old, but it's then becoming transformed into something new. And so you yourself are going through a deep transformation period, and you may have already come out the other side of that, or if not, you're very close to it. The quickest way to help this process along is to acknowledge all of our achievements, acknowledge the personal growth, acknowledge where we've felt, that we've been on our knees to the universe or God or our angels and surrendered and been in that place of, I just can't do this anymore and I just need somebody to help me. And to feel that beautiful, loving energy of the universe wrap itself around you. And this is the energy that's coming through to you, is when you surrender to your higher power, whatever that may be, when you surrender to that, then your transformation process actually speeds up. It actually goes smoother and a deeper healing takes place on many levels. So appreciate and celebrate the version of you that you are transforming into. And you can assist that by acknowledging the learning lessons that you've had along the way, that each situation that has come to you has brought to you a gift of personal growth, a gift of spiritual growth, and recognizing that while at times you may not feel that you are strong enough to deal with what life is dishing out to you at this time, the message for you is to know and understand that yes, you are, and that you're not doing this on your own. The universe never brings to us a situation that we don't have the resources within us to be able to cope. There is a deep, deep essence of unconditional love and of strength and resilience that resides within you. And when you come back to your breath, and when you give yourself over to the loving energy of the universe or Mother Earth, whatever sits well with you, whatever feels right for you, when you place yourself in that energy, that is where you will have deep insight. And that is where you will have deep understanding of who you are and where your journey has brought you to. Thursday and Friday. Summer, well, yes, if you're in Australia, we're in summer. Bask in joy and light. This is so beautiful. I love this, and I love the energy of the bee. The energy of the bee obviously is, it's the worker. It's the worker for the queen bee. But it's also the bee that brings that life-giving pollen back to the hive. So it is the bee that is finding the essence, the fruit of life, and bringing it back to the hive. And so what I really feel with that for you is experience yourself as one who is actively seeking the beauty of life. See yourself as the beautiful bee that goes from these glorious plants to plant to plant collecting pollen. Instead of collecting pollen, see yourself as the one who is acknowledging the beauty of nature and allowing that abundance of joy and love to actually flow into you, because nature, when you consciously connect to nature, if you go and stand and you put your hand on a tree and you appreciate the beauty of the tree, you'll feel that energy and that appreciation coming back to you. When you connect to a beautiful open bloomed flower and you appreciate its beauty and you really look at it, you feel it and you sit with it, then that recognition of beauty comes back to you. And there is so much joy in flowers. they just speak of summer, they speak of spring, they speak of life and of abundance and of beauty. And so if you are feeling on Thursday and Friday that perhaps you've gotten bogged down again and you're not able to see outside of yourself or outside of your environment, go and sit in a place where there is plants and trees and flowers. And when you do that, especially if you're in the southern hemisphere, you'll feel the warmth of the sun, the beautiful breeze. But even if you're not in the southern hemisphere and it's snowing where you are, hi to my sister in Calgary, if it's snowing where you are, then perhaps you could go to your local florist and just buy yourself a beautiful bouquet of flowers. It doesn't need to be expensive. And just sit there and really smell the beauty. This is a very beautiful mindfulness practice, is really look at the flower, look at its beauty, notice the colors, notice the center of it, smell it, and allow the smell to come into your senses. And then just gently feel, what does the petal feel like? And you will have such a deep, beautiful experience with connecting to that flower that it can't not bring a sense of joy and happiness into your day. Saturday and Sunday, She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. I love this. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? The energy of this card is asking you, and especially on Saturday and Sunday, for you to do something that brings out that childlike quality within you, that actually allows you to feel like you are unabashedly releasing yourself, allowing yourself to be viewed, allowing yourself to be unbounded. Perhaps that's standing outside and baying at the moon. Why would we not do that? Perhaps it might be singing your favorite songs. I'm hearing the sounds of the beautiful medicine drum. I have one over there. I'm not going to try and get it now. And so it's about beats. What is the beat that you can actually tune yourself into that will allow that energy to arise from Mother Earth, that ancient wisdom, that ancient knowledge that we have of ceremony, of being able to connect without fear to the energy of life, the prana, the chi that runs through our bodies. This is a beautiful way for you to become aligned. Perhaps you could put on some amazing American Indian music and you could dance around. Perhaps you could put on your favorite music and dance around. But while you're dancing around, do it mindfully. Connect into the energy that's flowing through your body and breathe into that energy and allow it to arise. This is a perfect example of Kundalini rising, is tap into the energy in your body and breathe into it, and then allow yourself to open up to whatever that may be and go with it. Don't judge yourself. Don't worry that someone might come in. Do it at a time when it's safe for you, where you can really let your hair down, but allow the wild within you, that wild, ancient life force energy that flows through your whole body. You're being asked to allow that to express itself. I hope that these serve you well. Thank you as always. I hope that you had a good New Year's as well. It is an exciting time. The energy of 2019 feels very beautiful. It feels very loving. It feels very supportive. It feels like there are so many of us now that are recognizing that there has to be a different way. And the moment that we say there must be a different way, thank you, universe, for showing me the way that is true for me at this time, and so it is. Thank you so much to you all. So much love to you. Have a wonderful week. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Namaste, blessed be. Thank you.